What's up, gang? Knox with you. And we're in a liquor spot. Me
We
and
are in a
Shamnan.
liquor spot.
Yeah. Buying wine for the dinner party tonight. And
Orange is our new favorite color.
It is our new favorite color. Orange wine.
Yes.
Like, we're done with red wine.
Yeah.
We're going to orange wine now.
Yeah.
So what's the name of this place?
It's called, what is it?
Like Wine and Spirits or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. It's wine and spirits. We're spirited wine people.
Yeah. We're going to drink wine and eat. We're having a dinner party, LA style. And, okay, this is a nice little short.
It's called Total Wine.
Ah, Total Wine. And is it in Lawndale or Redondo or something?
It's in Hawthorne.
In Hawthorne. All right, shout out to Hawthorne. We're
Shout
going to
out.
drink this wine. Please. So what's this feminism thing that's going on? And the thing is it what's the difference between 21st century feminism and the feminism of like the original feminism? And I'm not talking about suffragette feminism. I'm talking about the 70s type feminists.
So from my understanding, the main difference is that it's intersectional feminism now, where it's more in regards to women of color, people of color, disabilities, and your non-traditional women, like trans women. It's more than just white people. And I think that's the biggest issue in regards to like the difference that we're seeing. I think race has been a huge topic and like everything that's been going on. And it's actually interesting to see people's reaction because some people are upset that race is being brought into the conversation. Like you're sometimes told to focus on the issues, and you're just kind of like, race is the issue, or at least a part of the issue. So it's been interesting. So we launched the feminism line, and really it was just like give people gear to represent how they felt, and hopefully have enough to donate to aid the ACLU and Syrian refugees and things like that. But it's turned into more of like educating people. With the fake news running rampant everywhere and our media biases on both sides, it's just a matter of like not all the executive orders signed by Donald Trump are horrendous. And if you tell someone who's a liberal that, you sometimes get like doubt.
Yeah, because maybe they didn't even look at it.
Right, like if you read the actual executive orders, it'll take you a minute to figure out what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's not language that we're used to. I find the biggest challenge that we've turned into a society that is 160 characters or less, and you can't talk about life in 160 characters or less. You need a lot more. And so it's the fact that information is being condensed down into a headline, and people don't understand how online advertising works, and that the headline doesn't have to represent what's in the actual article. The main goal is to get you to click on it. It's really like the responsibility of the people who are writing these things to ensure that it's accurate, but they don't care because they're trying to make money. And so it's like this weird...
We can wait for this. What up, gang? Knox with you, your Vagabond Philosopher.
Hi.
My cousin Neek.
What's up?
PhD, baby. Family, hustling. We're doing our breakfast thing. And where are we? Like Manhattan Beach?
This is
El Segundo at the point. Yes. At the point. And we're getting ready to step into Marmalades for breakfast. And I hope there are not too many rocks in here. Okay, so yeah, right? So we'll have a review of this when we come out. Peace.
West LA, ready?
So we have condensed sound bites into headlines, and that's clickbait. And
Right, and headlines are profitable, and so that's where one of the biggest issues. And it's terrible that there's so many big issues now because you don't know where to focus. So it's that your media is based on profits. So it's basically on what's going to grab your attention, what's going to sell, and this is why major news outlets report on the Kardashians. It's because the Kardashians.
Never heard of them.
Right.
Up, gang, Knox with you at the beautiful Marmalade Cafe in El Segundo. I'm just checking in with you guys. We're having breakfast at this fancy spot, and it's like super fancy. They don't have a lot of like hungry man specials or anything like that, so I had to get a frittata. So, you know, I'm not one to be taking photographs of my food, but I might do it this time. Just for you, this is Knox, your Vagabond Philosopher, doing like the DJ voice, the pitchman voice. Have a great day, y'all. Peace. Back to you and the media focusing on the unnecessary.
So that's one part of it, right? Your major media outlets reporting on things that aren't necessarily important to policy or people's daily lives or your health and the economy, because somehow we've been programmed to be interested in other people's lives a lot more than focusing on our own. I would say the other component to all of this is that race has been an underlying issue for so long, and people have been politically correct and like sidestepping it and kind of working in the shadows for so long that it's at the point where like enough is enough. And so I'm a product of immigrants, you know, and I've always been in predominantly white neighborhoods. I've always been like one of the handful of Indians in a school or location. And I wasn't really aware of how colorblind I was to my own skin until recently, which has been fascinating and frustrating all at the same time. So like all my favorite shows and like artists and stuff, they're no longer my favorite because I'm seeing like how all of this plays into the bigger picture. And
Part of the awakening.
Right. Like I'm woke officially.
Woke it. That's my hashtag. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
There you go, for those who are already. So race is an important issue, and to say it's not, or to say that we can't focus on that right now is just so blindsided. And usually it comes from people of privilege. And then obviously the definition of privilege, like semantics, people don't understand the importance of words, right? So privilege doesn't mean that you have it easy. It just means that there are things in life that you will never have to worry about, other people have to worry about on a daily basis.
Right.
And there's just like this lack of understanding as to what things truly mean. The other thing that I've noticed is like if you say like this is red, or like this is an amazing red thing, it's like, well, why isn't the blue one amazing? And it's, oh my God, like it has nothing to do with that piece. Like,
right.
Focus on the issue, right?
All right, there it is, the Marmalade Cafe. We give the breakfast 4 stars. It was good. Not enough meat in the omelet for me, but it was tasty, and like everybody smiles here, and it's not like a cult smile, man. It's a nice welcoming smile. Yeah, there's that normal interruption that I get, but anyway, yeah, man, good meal. I'd recommend it. Nice atmosphere and unobtrusive. All right, so that's it. Later.
Yeah, it's so much. So we went from just selling shirts to trying to educate people on what the hell's actually going on, why it matters, and what to do. The Women's March was amazing. We went to the march in LA. It was fantastic. It was so crowded we couldn't even walk anywhere. We basically stood there for a couple hours chanting. And then after that, you know, they have this 10 and 100-day plan to get people to do these things. And the Women's March is great in the fact that they got millions of people all around the world to gather and like speak for human rights, basically, because women's rights are human rights. Because we are 50% of the population for the most part, except China, I guess. They're having a bit of a shortage. But the thing is like people don't have the time to call their senators. People don't have the time to write postcards and mail them out. Most people probably don't even know like how much a stamp costs. you know? And so when you
Forever stay.
well, this is just smart buyers, you know? And so I think telling them to like do these things that are definitely gonna take time out of their day when people don't even take time to exercise or meditate or like eat healthy or take a walk on their lunch break is kind of ridiculous in the sense of like you're asking way too much. And it makes sense that they should do those things, but you have to find a way to make it easier for them. And a lot of media outlets focus on like calling or writing postcards or this, that, but there are apps that do these things instantly, and people are on their phones all the time. So focusing on those and getting that information out there so people do actually do the work instead of just posting that they did, right? Because we have those.
Yeah.
Is very important to us.
Cool.
Oh, I'm like, I hear talking.
I don't even know what I want to tell you right now. We're just going to head back.
You telling me we almost took out a family?
Yeah, we almost took out a family. We almost ran them over. Those are people who stole our booth.
The big payback.
We're getting a little revenge.
Okay, right.
You don't mess with this family.
Take our food. We come for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where do we see these t-shirts and all this kind of stuff?
Well, right now they're at badgerarchy.com. They're hosted through Etsy, but eventually we'll have a standalone site and a lot more products to pick from. And then, of course, a percentage goes to a nonprofit. So we've donated over $100 to the ACLU. We've donated a good bit to the Hands Relief that helps with like refugees, specifically Syria. This week's sales go towards Thorn, Ashton Kutcher's human trafficking organization, because he had a great interview on C-SPAN about
I
just
saw it.
You saw it, right? It was fantastic.
I saw it just this morning.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
I don't want to get into this, aspect of it, but
Right.
I have been following the Pizzagate citizen journalist investigations
Okay,
since before the election.
got it.